Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. It's time to finally rank the top 10 movies of 2022. But first of all, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of you for watching this channel, subscribing, commenting, liking the videos. It makes all the difference to me. It means the world to me. Thank you so much, and I hope you all come back in 2023. But let's get into it. In 10th place, it is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I thought this would be an obnoxious waste of time that fed the egos of Hollywood, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that that was majoritively the butt of the joke. This movie knew exactly what it was, and it has a hell of a lot of fun with it, and it was easily one of the funniest movies I saw this year, with a very quick, witty, movie-loving script that film fans like myself will fall in love with, and an outstanding odd couple performance from Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage. I thought this was great. In 9th, it's Moonage Daydream. This was a trippy, transcendental David Bowie love fest that, as a fan, totally worked for me. I felt closer to the artist that I deeply admire. I understood him, his art, and his frame of mind. I thought this film/documentary did such a beautiful job of displaying such human tendencies in someone that is widely revered to be a god. I thought this was just a stunning send-off to one of the greatest musicians on earth. Rest in peace. In 8th, it's Pearl. I thought X was outstanding, but Pearl was even better. Maya Goth kicks the door off its hinges with this performance and should be nominated for Best Performance. I honestly don't think this movie would work anywhere near as well as it does without Maya Goth. Or Mia Goth. I really don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. Rarely do sequels feel necessary or add anything to the series, but Pearl really did. It came with an agenda and it fulfilled it completely. And it left me very excited to now see the final part, Maxine. In 7th, it's Barbarian. Easily my favourite horror movie of the year. Overflowing with tension whilst being clever and subtle with its characters, with quite an impressive undertone that is felt throughout and really did leave an impact. What's scary about Barbarian is the blanks it leaves for its audience to fill in. And there was something just hauntingly cold about that I couldn't get enough of. In 6th, it's The Menu, a movie I expected to hate and ended up loving. It's sharp, it's witty, it's beautifully made, with a brilliantly clever message that's deeper than you might realise. Ralph Fiennes is astonishingly good here, and it somehow manages to keep the overdone poor versus rich plot threads feel new and original. It's well worth the watch. In 5th place, it's The Fablemans, a beautiful movie that really did speak to the filmmaker in me. It understood the difficulty of being different and misunderstood, whilst also recognising the very real and harsh struggles of life itself. I loved how personal this was. I loved how bittersweet it was. The performances were outstanding, and for me, it's the best damn Spielberg movie we've had in a long time. In 4th, it's The Batman. I was excited for this movie the second I heard about it. It just sounded like pure perfection to me as to who was involved in the cast and the making of it. I just knew it would be perfect. And it was. And considering the recent shake-up at DC, it's actually this side Batman project that I'm most excited about and want to see be progressed further. Everyone was really happy to see James Gunn be put in charge. I, for one, was hoping it'd be given to Matt Reeves and this would be the new dawn of DC. But that being said, it still absolutely stands on its own 2 feet as being one of the best Batman movies ever made. Taking the bronze medal in 3rd place, it's Top Gun Maverick, a movie that I am endlessly thankful for because it offered me the opportunity to go to the cinema with my mum, something that happens very, very rarely these days. And it was a lovely time together that I feel we truly bonded over. It completely took over me. I was emotionally invested, even wiping away a tear in that beautifully done scene with Val Kilmer, and feeling so immersed at times that I felt like I was in the cockpit myself. This is the definition of it must be seen on a big screen. In second place, getting that silver medal. It's the Banshees of Inisherin. The In Bruges boys are back and they deliver yet another powerhouse of a movie. Just in a completely different tone and style of brushstrokes, and yet it still worked perfectly. This film really stayed with me. It had me thinking on such a complex level about emotion, life, humanity, legacy. It was just outstanding, and is home to one of my all-time favourite Colin Farrell performances. He probably isn't going to win Best Actor because it's almost an absolute guarantee that Brendan Fraser's going to get that with The Whale, but considering his role here, his role in The Batman, and his role in 13 Lives as well, he's probably the rightful winner because what a year for Colin Farrell. Definitely check this one out. I thought it was just a really special film. And in first place, the magnum opus of 2022.
And the winner
is The Northman. This film put me in a trance like no other film this year, and it really did blow my mind. I loved the small details, I loved the tone and the complexity of character, its understanding and representation of Norse mythology in such a subtle yet somewhat haunting fashion was just mwah, chef's kiss. I thought the performances were out of this world, especially from the likes of Ethan Hawke and Nicole Kidman, and Robert Eggers continues to very quickly grow in my ladder of favourite directors. The man has yet to put a foot wrong with me, and The Northman, in my opinion, is his best movie, and I just can't wait to see what he has in store for us next. So there you have it. That is the top 10 of 2022. What did you think about my list? What would you change? What do you agree with me on? Let me know in that comment section below. And also hit the like button and the subscribe button while you're there. And if you haven't had enough of this pretty little face, you know what to do. Click on those suggested videos there and you can get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care. I look forward to seeing you on the next review.